quietly now. Take it easy.
I'll remember that.
Order guide you. Yeah. Gather!
One client, two clients, three?
Our mission begins. Good deeds and bad.
What shall we do? Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember. But where are those who share the memory?
Every journey has its final day. Don't rush.
Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember. But where are those who share the memory? Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember. But where are those who share the memory?
Where do you want to go next? If you'd like to see Liyue's tourist spots, I have a few references. Boats are made for transferring commodities back and forth, and those that come across Liyue tend to stay a while. So it is where many things come to settle.
Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember. But where are those who share the memory?
Every journey has its final day. Don't rush.
Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember. But where are those who share the memory?
Boats are made for transferring commodities back and forth. And those that come across Liua tend to stay a while. So it is where many things come to settle. Where do you want to go next? If you'd like to see Liue's tourist spots, I have a few references.
With the wind.
Well, there won't be any problems if the feast starts at that time. Everything has already been prepared.
Mr. Zubair, I finished tallying things up here. Well, except for the guests.
Is a simple reply really that much to ask of our guests? It's affecting our arrangements.
Oh, it'll be fine. Besides, it never hurts to get things ready in advance.
I was thinking the same thing. The feast will be held sooner or later, right? Hey, Milu! Traveler, Paimon. We got your letters, so here we are! You're the best. The other guests haven't even replied yet. Huh? Are we the only ones that have arrived? Yeah, I had someone deliver letters to all of our guests, but maybe everyone is still busy with other things.
Look, I get it. Sumeru is in an extremely important period of transition right now, but even if your friends are important figures, they shouldn't just ignore your request like this. Nilou is Sumeru's #1 celebrity, after all. You have no idea how happy I am to talk to people with good taste.
If you consider enjoying Nilou's dances having good taste, then almost everybody has good taste. Because Paimon thinks everybody will love her performance.
That's right. We all think she's amazing too. Nilou is an absolute favorite among those of us who frequent the Grand Bazaar. For Outlanders, you have a great eye. Master Zubair, let's have a vote for the most outstanding audience members next time. I think these two may win.
Nonsense! It is not for us to determine the value of an audience. But indeed, we could try giving gifts to people with particularly good taste. I heard there's a device in Fontaine called a camera that can record people's appearances as...
Ooh, good idea. I wonder where we can find one.
I don't want you giving pictures of me to everyone. I'm satisfied just being...
There's always a lot going on at the Grand Bazaar.
Yeah, and that's why I love it here. Traveler and Paimon, could you help confirm if the letters were actually delivered? If for some reason they didn't receive the letters, then please tell everyone that there will be a feast here.
Yeah, we can also check out how everything in Sumero is going now.
When I wrote the letters, I heard that Dia was in Port Ormos. And as for Sino, we've only heard that he appears at the Academia from time to time. I'm not too sure about Ramon's whereabouts. My guess is that he's with Dia. As for Dunyarzad, I just hope she's feeling better. I sent her a letter, but I was afraid of disturbing her.
Okay, got it. Let's go, Traveler.
Huh? Go!
Quake!
haven't seen Alhaitham anywhere. What's that? Hey there, have you seen Alhaitham around?
Yes, it seems Scribe Alhaitham has gone to the House of Dana. But you're already the second group of people I've seen looking for him today. He must be quite the busy man.
Oh? Who else was looking for him?
Mr. Cave was just here asking about him. Don't tell me everyone's here looking for gossip about the sages.
No way! We're strictly here on business.
Ah, I see. Sorry, I thought maybe everyone's as interested.
Alhaitham should be around here somewhere, right? Oh, he's over there!
Just put down that worthless book. This is... It doesn't matter. It's probably just another thing that you used your authority to get your hands on anyway. Just put it aside. Listen, I came back today only to hear that the sages have disappeared.
Oh, you sound surprised. I thought you...
Would I be here asking you if I knew? You're the scribe, not me. So just tell me what you know already.
Well, I almost became a sage.
Huh?
Oh, don't sound too surprised now. You're the renowned Kaveh, light of the Ksharawar. Besides, as a master builder and craft...
Why do I feel like you don't really mean it?
Huh. What makes you say that? Why would you question my heartfelt sincerity?
Maybe it's because you've never said anything good about me before.
Yeah, well, I share a similar sentiment, and anyone who knows you as well as I do would surely do the same.
Oh, you... See? This is why I hate discussing anything with you. Your ridiculous and arrogant attitude always gets in the way.
It seems that you really can't stand my personality.
Ha! What was your first clue?
Well, then you might as well move out of my...
Are you threatening me? Stooping... Ugh. And don't change the subject! You, a sage? What a joke. The academia might as well just close tomorrow.
Are they having a fight?
Forget what's going on with the academia. Haven't you been busy with your construction project? Tell me, when are you going to build yourself a mansion?
Don't get me started. I get angry just thinking about it.
So, what great building did our master architect work on this time?
Like I need to tell you. Keep your nose out of my business.
No, I think we deserve to know. Where were you when Sumero needed you most?
I was in the desert for a large project, but considering Haravatat's utter ignorance of architectural and aesthetic matters, you probably wouldn't understand. Which is truly unfortunate. I can only pity the man who does— Hold on, wait a second. What do you mean by when Sumeru needed me most?
Well, while you were out fiddling around in the desert, many people came to—
Ha! And you—
Look, all you really need to know is that Azar and all his accomplices—
Huh? What nonsense?
It's no skin off my nose if you don't believe me. It's not like my Darshan was the one trying to apply for funding from the Grand Sage. Yours, though, on the other hand...
You know what? I'll ask around. I'm sure someone knows what's going on here. You're dead if I find out you're lying to me.
Oh, it's you two. What's the matter?
We're running some errands for Nilu. Have you received her letter?
Letter?
Nilu said she sent out a letter inviting everyone to a celebration feast in 2 days at the Grand Bazaar. We'll also be celebrating Zaino's reinstatement as General Mahamatra.
If she addressed the letter to all Hatham of the Academia, then the letter should have gone to my office. I've been busy these days, so I haven't had time to check for any new mail at my office. I only now have some free time to attend to personal matters.
Have you always been so busy with your work?
Of course not. I'm only busy these days because several sages have been dismissed recently and the whole Academia was practically turned upside down.
Kainari told us they all went to train in the Avidia Forest. Apparently they will spend the rest of their lives there.
That is already the best possible ending for the likes of them. 4 of the 6 great sages were possessed by their desire for power and attempted to create a new god. In order to pull it off, they even imprisoned the other 2 rational sages. To imagine such things could take place in the Academia. I don't know where to begin.
Yeah, you're right. Huh. Feels kind of strange to hear them called that after all this time. But then again, the 6 great schools sounded pretty impressive too.
Yes, at least that's how they're supposed. It's said that when the Academia was first founded, the Dendro Archon herself established the 6 great schools, each representing one of the 6 different types of wisdom. Numerous Darshans have sprung up and faded. Only the 6 Darshans attaching themselves to the 6 great schools have stood the test of time and obtained. Now, the 6 Darshans are nearly synonymous with the 6 great schools, and the leaders selected for the schools are the 6 great. Among the 6 great sages, there is one central leader. Unfortunately, only the sages from Vahumana and Amorta remain now. They were imprisoned for opposing Azar, and were only rescued after Azar's death.
So who's managing things in the other 4 schools now? Do they need to find someone new?
Yes. Normally, new sages are selected based on a strict set of criteria.
Oh, didn't you just say something about becoming a sage? If they pick you, then we'd have a huge connection in Sumeru.
Yes, about that. You did. The person in charge of personnel affairs nominated me to be the Grand Sage in place of Azar and help Lesser Lord Kusanali manage the Academia. But...
Huh? But... why?
I'm not even interested in being one of the 6 great sages. Like I said before, I don't like being a leader.
Oh, all right. So are you busy
That's not my job either. I'm only responsible for handling important affairs within the and the first thing I'll do is reject Kasharawar's application for funding.
By the way, who was that other person just now? Is he your friend?
Do we look like friends?
Paimon doesn't know. That's why Paimon's asked.
His name is Kaveh, my roommate. You could say he's the representative for Ksharawar scholars. Which is exactly why he always has so many problems.
So everything that's happened recently must be a huge change for the people of Sumero?
Such is the work of the Academia Scribe.
Well, anyway, no matter how busy you are, since you are our planner, remember to attend the celebration feast.
All right.
Crumble!
Body and
Please show me your credentials.
This is Port Ormos. Now where could...
Is that Paimon I hear?
Huh?
Oh, it's been a while. How are you?
Dunyazad! It's been so long since we've seen you!
I'm doing well. I can go as far as saying I have never been happier in my entire... I don't know if you've heard, but Elazar has completely disappeared, and all the patients have recovered.
You kidding? Knowing them and the connections they've got, I'm sure they've heard about it.
Yeah!
That's right. My lady is feeling better now, so I'm accompanying her for a walk.
Why do you still call me that, Dia? You've already informed my father of your resignation.
I guess I'm just used to calling you my lady. Old habits die hard.
Resignation? You mean?
Yeah, I might start losing my edge if I keep being a bodyguard for the Homayanis.
You know that my parents and I are fond of you, and that we appreciate you very much.
I'm not a woman that's easily persuaded. You should know that by now, my lady. When I took this job, I had already decided that I'd quit as soon as you'd recovered. It's time for me to get back out there and chase that horizon.
So what are you gonna do now if you're not gonna be a bodyguard anymore?
I want to take a risky job and put my body to the test again.
Huh? But we literally just finished one of the most dangerous jobs ever. Are you getting bored already?
I know. If I hadn't joined in that plan with you, I wouldn't have come up with this idea. I guess I still get fired up by that feeling of going all out in a fight. It made me realize that I'm still a mercenary through and through. Life is short, and I'm happy that I got to be a part of that operation. But the whole thing also made me realize that there are still many problems in Sumeru. And as a desert dweller, I'm still not completely ready to settle down on this side.
Well, I remember a friend had someone bring...
You mean I'll hate them? I didn't expect him to still remember that.
We just came from talking with All Hate.
Did he tell you that he suggested that I come work at the academia?
What?
I heard that Azar and his cronies fell from power, and All Hate Them told me that now was a good time to find a job in the academia. But only if I wanted to.
Whoa. Paimon can't see you being anything other than a mercenary.
Me neither. But I think Dia would look great dressed up as a scholar.
Ugh, forget about it. I wouldn't last 10 seconds in there. I'll hate them probably just like the way I worked and knew I'm good in a fight. So he suggested I find some work in the academia.
But you know, if you take him up on the offer, Sino might actually agree and let you become a Matra. Because you're super amazing.
The Matra have all the talent they need as long as they have Sino. I prefer to be free to live however. In fact, I chose this job from the very start because I knew it'd be right up my alley.
Even if being a mercenary means facing all kinds of danger.
A lion has to return to the wild sooner or later. If anything, being your...
I don't want to see you go, but I'll respect your decision.
I'm glad to hear you say that. Come on, no need for the sad face. It's not like we'll never meet again. Once the whole Dendro Archon thing is settled, everything in Sumeru will take a turn for the better. That makes me happy too. But a peaceful society will probably mean less demand for mercenaries like me. Before long, we'll be a dying breed. So I'd better get to work while I still can.
Huh? But wait a second. You make...
Well, no, not yet at least. I promised my lady I'd stick around until next week.
So, have you been in Port Ormos this entire time? We were wondering if you had received a letter from me.
Oh, did...
She heard that you were seen in Port Ormos, so she sent the letter...
Huh. It was probably sent to the inn that we're staying at. My lady has been very energetic lately, and keeps taking me on hikes, staying out even into the night. By the time we get back, the receptionist is usually off napping on...
Right, and we tend to leave quite early in the morning, so the old man on duty is...
So what it really sounds like is that the person on duty is always a...
I bet the letter's at the reception desk. I'll go check later.
No wonder there wasn't a reply. You never received the letter. Good thing Nilu asked us to come and check on that.
Sorry to make you two come all the way.
It must be something important for Nilu to specifically...
Yes! She said they were preparing a victory feast in the Grand Bazaar, and will also be celebrating Sino's reinstatement.
Great! I'll be sure to attend.
Count me in too. But is there some sort of dress code or anything for the feast? Can I just show up looking like this?
Since it's being organized by Nilu, I don't think she'll be too picky about that. If anything, I think she wants to see us as our most...
All right, then this is how I'll show up.
The feast will be held in 2 days, so don't forget.
Sure.
Thank you so much for letting us...
Oh, by the way,
The General Mahamatra always comes and goes without a trace.
Oh.
But last time we met, he mentioned that he had something to do in Aruv. As for Rahman, your guess is as good as mine. I only remember he said that he had something... Don't mention it.
All right, on to... It's been a while since we last visited Aru Village. Ah, there's Sino!
What brings you here?
We recovered well, and Tanari agreed to let us leave, so now we're out and about again.
It seems Gandharvaville's medical treatment is still as good as ever.
And Tanari is recovering well, too.
That's good to hear.
Yeah, you're the one who brought us to him when we lost consciousness, right? Thanks for that.
You're welcome. Tainari has excellent medical skills, and Kale is quite attentive. It was the best place for you.
But why are you just standing here like...
I'm meeting some people.
Oh, you mean...
I've already talked with Candace and the village chief. They're still at the usual place, but you know one of the people I'm...
Oh, by King Deshret's blessing, my friend suddenly appears in the desert. Don't tell me you've run into trouble and need us to help.
Roman! And... Huh? So Sataria?
Oh, you...
Oh, well,
Don't worry. These are our friends. No need to be so guarded.
I see.
I'm doing well. Many good...
Same here. Really, I feel that my whole life has started to shine after
Oh, tell...
Yeah.
Alright, well, I've decided to...
What?
It's not that I've given up on being a scholar. Instead, I will no longer pursue research like a typical scholar. I plan to leave the academia and return to...
Wow, so you...
Sataria will return. She can't teach everyone on...
Yes, it's my hope that the Eremite... That is the true...
The people of King, the stars have always...
Oh, please. Where's all of this come...
You deserve the...
Sataria's idea will bring much good to many people.
At first, I feared it was destined to fail. Everyone knows that the academia doesn't allow scholars to teach in the desert. As you know, all knowledge is under their surveillance and control, and very few desert dwellers are as lucky as me. But what I heard at that time has been haunting my heart, as if there were lightning bolts constantly bombarding my soul. Sataria, Sataria. These words sparked. I gathered up.
Azar has received much-needed punishment. Though, if you ask me, it may have been too light.
Lord Sino helped. My plan was able to go smoothly thanks to him.
You're all doing so...
Aside from that, I also have some other business to discuss with Sino.
Lesser Lord Kusanali has allocated many resources to support and develop the desert. I've done some business for her, and part of it required the assistance of the Eremites. I applied for a few batches of educational materials from the academia, and sent them to several groups in the desert, as instructed by Lesser Lord Kusanali. I believe the people will make good use of them.
That's exactly what the...
Apart from this, the academia is also recruiting scholars that are willing to teach in the desert. We must be persistent about this, and maintain these resources.
This is the first time in hundreds of years we've had a glimmer of hope. Remember these words. Here lies our faithful I hope people...
Enough about us.
No, not at all. We're actually here on behalf of... Neva wanted to... A celebration feast at the feast will also be... although...
Celebration? Feast? It's the first I've...
Tanari was right.
This...
It's rare to see that...
No, not really. But I'll go.
Well, I still have...
I'm afraid I won't be able to join you. The messages. I'm sorry for how I treated you before. But now I understand the beauty of your dance. It's like a light you and the art. Please keep...
Okay, we've got all that down. Our job here is complete.
Got it.
Gonna be epic. We go! Propagate! Germinate! Game's up. Time's over. Everybody stand back!
Surrender! Judgment is upon you. Your penance is due! You stand condemned! Guilty!
Gotcha! Teamwork is strength!
Scatter!
Things are about to get dicey. Benny's Adventure Team, assemble! Let's go find some treasure. Oh, ow! Where did that come from? No one's joined me on an adventure in ages. Come on, let's go! Oh, ow! Where did that come from? Adventure time! Off we go! Off we go!
Everybody's already here. Looks like we're the last ones to...
I'm here.
Ah, there you are.
Well, look who finally decided to show up.
You look like you came here immediately after finishing up some work.
But we're not late, are we? It's just that...
I propose that the last one who arrived be—
Nah, there won't be any speeches today.
Oh, really?
Come join us over here.
Everything looks...
Wow! Paimon can't wait! Traveler... Whoa.
The food was specially... Everyone that came said that...
Ah, feels kinda nice.
Being a bodyguard is also a hero's job. And I'm happy to meet everyone that participated in the...
Don't mention it.
Come to think of it, we've really done...
We owe it to our abilities. And luck.
Really? Why do I...
That's how I remember.
It's luck that brought us together, and it was luck that let us form a team. Then, it took even more. Moreover, judging from the...
Yeah. It was almost like everyone played their part. And thanks to everyone's efforts.
So, would you say we're good actors too?
It's such a blessing that Lesser Lord Kusanali was able to return to power at the Academia.
Yes, even after being abandoned and neglected so many times, she's finally returned. Uh-huh. Lesser Lord Kusanali once used all her power in a great disaster, which resulted in her losing all her wisdom and memories of the past. The Academia basically... This should be something everybody should remember. Huh? You look surprised.
No, everything you said...
That's good.
Something wrong?
Yeah, what's with that face? You knew all of this already.
Even if those two giants of the Academia are here, I still have to say it. Those sages really have some nerve. 500 years ago, Lesser Lord Kusanali used all her power for the people of Sumeru. If you bite the hand that feeds you, don't act surprised when it turns into a knuckle sandwich, right?
Perhaps I shouldn't say this, but their treatment of Lesser Lord Kusanali calls for a...
You could simply tell Lesser Lord Kusanali that you wish to have Azar and his accomplices severely punished.
I respect our deity's decision, and won't interfere in any way. While we're on this topic, why didn't you accept the Academia's invitation to become the Grand Sage?
Are you trying to say that I'm fit to be a sage?
Not at all. But every person handling the selection process has said that you are the most suitable.
Why? Because he dethroned...
Could you try to put it another way? This is a good...
But seriously, though, I always wondered if you had some personal motives behind it.
I did have my own motive. If the rules of our nation were suddenly cast by the wayside, then it wouldn't be long...
By that, you mean your life working...
Precisely.
Wait.
So, that's the only reason why you joined us and came...
It's reason enough.
You've certainly got quite the...
You flatter me.
All right, then. How about you?
That's right.
Will you be happy with it?
It's not about being happy.
Even so, keep your spirits up and try to be happy, okay? And try to smile more every day.
Thank you.
Ah, there you... Well, how is it? Are you enjoying the feast today? If there's anything you're unhappy with, it's the first time I've ever invited so many except... You see, every guest here is quite extraordinary. Make sure you live it up tonight. I'll be happy as long as you're enjoying it. I'm honored to have her think of me this way. I can't explain why, but I just feel elated right now. Thank you.
I seldom participate in such lively gatherings. But No. The Grand Bazaar is lively because the people here feel happiness from the bottom of their hearts. Unlike the farces at the Academia. That happiness is an emotion that'll be forever alien to those bookworms who have driven themselves insane. I seem to have taken both keys when I left the house. Oh well.
My lady, the grilled meat over there?
Yes, I also tried some fruit. What an amazing place to relax.
You said it. Oh, look who else is here.
Hello. Oh, I'm so happy Nilu invited everybody.
Hey, less of that polite
The atmosphere here is good. I don't often come. I have a lot to handle these days.
Hey, what's wrong? Your head is starting to droop. Hey, you can't just fall asleep here. Paimon will go find something delicious for you to eat. You'll wake up one. Of course. Just. It's me. You may blame me for being a bit too self-indulgent. I was thinking about talking with you, and the next thing I knew, I had made the connection between us is amazing. It's like I heard there's an amazing celebration feast today at the Grand Bazaar. I wanted to have a look for... Lately, I've been so busy dealing with all the fallout from recent events, so I really haven't had any free time. Although you've already helped me with a lot, there's still one... Please say thank you to everyone. Oh... But if I just show up all of a sudden, what if I end up scaring them and ruining this wonderful feat? Okay. Yes, I have. You said I should go thank everyone as myself, right? So... I've decided to borrow your body for the time being. Please don't blame me. The flora also climbs up to the fence to get closer to the sky. Everyone! Are you awake now? Paimon was just about... It's me. Huh?
Hold up. What's going on?
I didn't expect to have a conversation with the consciousness of Lesser Lord Kusanali in the Grand Bazaar. Interesting. Is this also a part of the...
No, of course not. Are you... Lesser...
Hello, Nilu.
You know who I am?
Yes, I already know every one of you. Nilu, Alhaitham,
Lesser Lord Kusanali?
I took the liberty of occupying the traveler's body so that I could thank all of you in person. Thank you so much for rescuing me, even if that meant placing your own safety in peril and taking the risk of becoming enemies with the... Without you, without any of you,
Had you not helped me to resolve the crisis, people refer to you as the heroes who managed to rescue a god. I'm quite fond of this name. It not only Please, allow me to present to you my most sincere gratitude.
Lesser Lord Kusanali, you have done so much for Sumeru, and I...
Dunyarzad, the suffering you endured during your illness is also proof of you being with me and praying for me. Thank you.
You don't need to be so ceremonious. It's always been my duty.
This is how the relationship between the Academia and Dendro Archon should be. We just did what
You're an Archon, but you act so humble. You really don't need to be so polite with us.
I'm honored to have been able to take part in this plan. I hoped you liked the dance I dedicated to you.
Thank you, all of you. Thank you so much. Yeah.
Are you awake? Did you rest well? After Nahida left, you ate a lot of food. You've become a glutton. That just means you still have a lot to learn from Master Paimon, the Sage of Gluttony! Alright, since you're awake now, should we go and have a chat with Nahida? She should be in the Academia right about now. If you have any questions, now's your chance.
Off we go! Take it easy.
Hello, Traveler and What a fantastic night. I'm still immersed.
So are we. And that's why we're here to talk.
Is there anything you want to know? After recent events, the Akasha can no longer function as it used to. I've given it some thought, but this is definitely not a bad thing. Even from the beginning, the Akasha's centralized administration of knowledge has always restrained people's curiosity and curtailed the number of paths available to them. I don't think this is good for Sumeru. Although people may initially feel a little uncomfortable with the loss of the Akasha, they will soon understand that this life is more suitable for them. And as for the future of Sumeru, in preparing to regain control, the former sages have received their punishment, but the new sages have yet to be selected. I will oversee I hope that the new 6 great sages will be more focused on academics. Sumeru needs such leaders more than ever. The other big issue is the people of King Deshret. All the residents of the desert, in fact. I've already taken some measures to address this. It will take some time to rebuild everything, but no matter if it's culture, friendship, or trust, we will rebuild it. You mean, what happened after the doctor put you to sleep? Not exactly. The top-ranked Fatui Harbingers, up to number 3, possess power comparable to that of gods. I was no match for him in that kind of situation. However, in spite of the bad situation, I still managed to make a fair deal with the doctor. I'm sure you remember the entity that changed your fate, the Heavenly Principles. In fact, the Heavenly Principles has been quiet since the Conria disaster 500 years ago. I used this point as leverage against the Doctor. I told him that the Heavenly Principles may be awakened if I destroy the Gnosis. Although it's just a bluff, he still fell for it. I assumed that the Heavenly Principles wouldn't just stand by and let such extensive damage to its laws take place. And as for what I exchanged for the Gnosis, the exchange served as both punishment for the Doctor, as well as a boon of new knowledge that I couldn't refuse as the God of Wisdom. He's still in a coma. I've hidden him like how one would hide a feather. I know you have many misgivings about him, but as someone who had become a god, he has retained a number of very useful features. Don't worry, I'll keep an eye on him and make sure he doesn't do any evil. In addition, there are still some mysteries left in him. Some things may be very clear from my perspective, but he has still yet to understand them himself. His future will be determined by fate. Is that where you're headed next? Fontaine, the Nation of Justice? As far as I know, that nation operates on a judicial system.
Does their Archon personally judge people?
No, there's a Chief Justice in Fontaine. Generally speaking, the Hydra Archon, Focalor, won't preside over individual trials. However, even then, Focalor will still make herself present at just about every trial. It seems that she just likes to immerse herself in that sort of atmosphere. As Archon, she still reserves the right to influence the final verdict. Anyway, let's just say she's got, a very unique personality. Are you sure? Isn't there something else you haven't asked about yet?
Huh? You mean...
About your sister. While you were resting at Gandharvaville, I took some time to perform an Irminsul search for information on your sister.
Yeah! Isn't Irminsul a repository for all the information and memories of Tevat? So there shouldn't be anything on him or his sister.
This is true in your case. Irminsul indeed does not have any information on you. However, there must be something different about your sister, because as it turns out, the world has recorded information on her after all.
What?
There is only one possible explanation. She belongs to this world.
But nothing about this makes any sense! Wasn't this your first trip to Tevat?
According to the records I was able to access, your sibling suddenly appeared in Conria. After the Conria disaster, she began her journey through the 7 nations of Tevat. But just as her journey was about to reach its conclusion, the Irminsul records on her suddenly become fuzzy.
What do you mean, fuzzy? Did something happen to her?
All I know for sure is that somebody, for reasons only they can know, is deliberately obfuscating her fate. And whoever it is, if they can do that, who knows what else they're capable of.
But even that wouldn't explain how she somehow comes from this world.
Something else I noticed was that according to these records, the Fatui have not classified your sibling as one of the Descenders.
What's a Descender? Paimon's never heard of it.
Look, I'm sure you must be curious about the information I received from the Fatui in return for my gnosis, right? A very important part of the intel was about this world's Descenders. External beings, ones that don't belong to this world. Traveler, you are Tevat's fourth Descender.
Huh? So the Fatui count 3 other Descenders before the Traveler, and his sister isn't even one of them?
That's right. My current hypothesis is that the first Descender was likely what we now call the Heavenly Principles. As for the other Descenders, I still need to verify their existence. It could take me some time.
Paimon's head's about to burst from all this crazy new information.
And yet, even knowing all this, I'm sure you must still have a lot of unanswered questions. I must say, there are many questions in my heart as well. I will need some time to go through each one of them. And soon, you'll also begin your journey anew and depart from Sumero. I'm very interested in your future. It's a journey that can't be observed or recorded by this world. If fate is the ultimate knowledge, then your future will be the ultimate fate.
Paimon's sure glad we got to meet you, Nahida.
The pleasure is all mine. I can't thank you enough. Alright, that's enough talk for today. If you ever miss me, just close your eyes, and maybe I'll appear in your dreams.